Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. So what we're going to be doing today on this episode, we're actually going to take a break from the bodywork on the Red MR2 with the plans for the 5th Gen 3S GTE. And we're going to focus a little bit on the 3VZ. I've been dying for this motor to get here, and it's finally here. So I'm going to take advantage of that now that I have a day off. I could get all the things put on there. I got the BGB pulled up on my computer, so I can torque everything appropriately to spec, and we can get this thing going. Basically, I'm just super excited for this motor, this build. Everything in this motor is forged. So this motor is a nicely built motor, mildly built. I'm not going to say it's crazy built, but it's mildly built. And I'm just ready to put it in my gray MR2. So what I'm going to do, I got a couple new things coming. But I'm not going to mention it just yet. A lot of custom parts are going to be coming for this motor, and I'm ready to put it together. But I can have a list of things that were done to this motor. So if anybody out there wants to get that done, they can. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave questions in the comments. I'll do my best to get to you and tell you about what I know. So as that said and done, let's get this process started. I'll show you around and everything that I got started, that I pulled out of storage, so then you guys can see what I have, right? Let's get to this. So I have a lot of stuff up here ready to go. All the gasket stuff, like the intake manifold gaskets. I have all the original, basically, spark plug grommets, I guess. I'm not spark plug gasket. I got all the Toyota ones. I got a lot of Toyota gaskets. I'm trying to stick to all original stuff. Sometimes it's just best. I just feel a little bit more secure this time around using all OEM parts if I can. If it's not ridiculously expensive or anything like that. But yeah, this is kind of where we're at. So this motor here has forged rods, forged pistons, metal head gasket. It's been bored 20 over. It has a poured and polished gasket matched size. I mean, we've opened these up. We have, what else have we done? We've deleted the EGR on the intake manifold, deleted a lot of things on there. Got some custom parts here. I don't know if you can really tell through here, but I had this custom made, so I just have 2 vacuum lines, basically. Everything else is covered up, but we'll get to that in a few. Let's get to this process. Let's go. Hey, so this is a very small amount of the stuff that I have here for the 3VZ. Just some stuff that I had on before. Not putting everything back on, but a lot of the important stuff. Starter, alternator, distributor, stuff like that for now. I'm gonna eventually be going coil on plugs, so the distributor is not gonna be there. But just a lot of stuff, lines, pumps, motor mounts, stuff like that are in here. The coil on plugs are actually right in there. Here I got more of all the oil lines, the electrical portions of the stuff too is in here. I got my Hall Tech, basically the wideband sensor stuff and stuff like that. Like I said, gaskets, a lot of different parts here that were all powder coated that I wanted to make look pretty. So what we're gonna start first with is this thing. I don't know exactly what it's called. I don't know if it's like a coolant return or whatever it is. I'm installing it. So let's start with that. All I need So what I just finished doing is actually installing the water bypass hose and trying to fix all the gasket around here just to try to make it completely sealed. So this is done. I added the gasket maker stuff around here, and then I torqued the bolts down to 74 foot-pounds of torque to both of those, and then this one the same thing, right here, 74 pounds. Torque down. So now we're going to move on to the actual lower portion of the engine. All I need. So this is kind of where we're at right now with this build. I've put everything that I can, so I must have mislabeled bolts or something like that. I'm going to have to reorder all of this lower intake bolts because I don't know where I put them. I literally thought I labeled them. I didn't. So I'm going to see if I can reorder them. That's kind of why we're stopping now, because I want to put all the appropriate bolts in the appropriate places. Like, I don't like that half done crap. So I'm trying to do this right. But this is kind of where we're at. So far I've installed gaskets to the valve covers, the spark plugs. I'm using Brisk Racing spark plugs. Probably the best spark plugs I've ever used in any car. Then I'm actually putting in these coil-on plugs. These are Audi R8 plugs, which fit perfectly fine. They fit phenomenal. I got the thermal gasket for the intake manifold. I've put the intake manifold. I put the coolant bypass holes in. On this side, I actually put the valve covers as well, the gaskets for the valve covers, the spark plugs as well, and the coil-on plugs that are going to be used in this build. So as of right now, this is kind of where we're at. I had to stop because I'm missing some bolts, so I'm going to order these bolts today. Hopefully I get them in within a week or so we can then continue on this project. I am super excited about it just because it's been so long since I've played with my car, and this is something that is just a thing for me. So this is mine, and I'm down to start everything up and get it all going. Like, I'm just extremely excited. So this is kind of where we're at with this build so far. Hey guys, so this is going to conclude today's episode. It was a short one just because I ran into a couple hiccups with missing bolts and stuff like that. But I can promise you this thing is going to be all put together real soon. I will be making episodes of it just so then we can keep everything documented. And I want you guys all to follow me on this journey. This has been crazy long time since I've had this in my car. I love the 3VZ motor, so I'm super excited to put it together. I look at it on the camera and it looks totally kick-ass. Like, it's super exciting for me. This is Nasty Addiction Garage. You know how we do. We build with purpose. This is for a purpose, guys. I guarantee it. Self-righteousness, self-everything, self-happiness. This is what this is doing for me. So this thing right here is going to go down. I'm trying to make it go down in some type of 3VZ record as far as speed, torque, cleanliness. I mean, everything you could possibly... customizing, everything that I could possibly try to put this in the books for it. This is what it's doing. So, like I said, again, this is Nasty Addiction Garage. Please, if you like this episode, please put a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss all the upcoming videos that I have coming. So, it's gonna get good. This is going to get good. It's already getting good. So, like I said, again, like, share, subscribe. Thank you to all my new subscribers and my new followers. Please share these videos. I appreciate every single one of you guys who watch these videos, just because it means a lot to me. Like, all this stuff makes me happy. I hope you guys learn in the process. Again, thank you again. This is Nasty Addiction.